And thank you for taking our interview for the 2014 Family Feud. My name is Peter Diaz. I'm going to be one of the players as well as the father of this family. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to be turning the fabulous 50 this year, and I would like to bring my family down to be on the Family Feud. So let's go and meet them and find out a little bit about who they are and how we can benefit the show. Tell me your name. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Jane, and I got my degree in business, and I worked at a dental office for a couple years. I'm one of those crazy people that actually loves to get my teeth cleaned, right. And I don't mind the sound of the drill at all. I recently, earlier this month actually, had my first baby, a beautiful little girl. So really excited about that. So now I am a stay-at-home mom, which has always been my dream job, so that's pretty awesome.
Great. So, Jane, you are the catalyst who rallied this family together to do this. What inspired you to bring them out here and to get them to do this stuff?
You know what, honestly, I've always loved Family Feud, and I've had lots of opportunities to play, whether it be on the Super Nintendo. I play on my iPad now, but one of my favorite memories is from college, and I had the opportunity to compete in Family Feud with several of my friends at the school. And it's so funny, a story. We were playing, and one of my friends goes up to do the little buzz-in round, and she gets up there and the host asks the question, and the question is, what is something you feel before you buy it? She gets all excited, she buzzes in, happy! Oh my, and then, so then it goes, switches to the other team, that's obviously not the answer, switches to the other team, and the girl gets up all, and she goes, excited! And they just go back and forth, and unfortunately they never figured it out, but it was quite funny. We all had a great time with that.
You know, and I bet that could happen to any of us on the Feud, and you know, the good part is we'll be able to roll with that, but boy, I'll tell you, I hope to be able a little bit quicker, a little bit faster on my feet with the answers. So Jane, you put the family together. Who do you think is going to be the strongest player?
That's a tough question. You know, when I think about it, honestly, I think what makes us a great team is that we all have our strengths. So I kind of think we're the dream team, you know. When I think about you, I see you as the clutch player. You know, I don't see you getting nervous. I see you doing really good in the fast money round. And with Mom, I see, I know she's been watching the show a long time. Whenever I watch the show with her, she's getting all the answers right. She's always getting the number one answer, so I love that. Adam, I think he thinks out of the box, so I think he's going to get some of those
right. The hard ones, that last one to turn it over.
Exactly. And what I see in Eric is being able to just be really fast, you know, buzz in right away, get it over to our side. So I'm just thinking with all of these strengths, we're just going to really be a killer team on the field.
All right, well, all right, so we'd like to move on to the next contestant here. And why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Adam Diaz, and I'm married to a wonderful wife, and I'm the father of a 3-year-old as well as a baby on the way. I've been running my own accounting practice now for about 2 years, and I love that. This past summer, I started teaching at the local community college, and while I really love running my business, I think probably my bigger passion is actually teaching. And so I'm excited to see where that's going to lead down the road.
Great. That's a great opportunity for you. Hey, Adam, you know, growing up and watching you sprout all these years, you're what, 6'6", 6'7", somewhere in there?
Yep.
And I've listened to people make comments about you being tall all the time. Tell me, how do you deal with that? What is your response, your answer to people for that?
You know, it's funny you should ask, because really, it happens all the time. I'll be walking in the grocery store and a stranger will come up to me and say, wow, how tall are you? I'm not just talking about little kids, complete strangers. They want to know how tall. I might tell them 6'7", nicely, and then the follow-up question always is, well, do you play basketball?
Or can you dunk it?
Which I would prefer they ask that, because I can throw the rock down. But they ask, do you play basketball? And I'm always taken back for a second, because I want to know, do you mean professionally? Like on the NBA? Or do you mean like kids league? Or what do you mean? And so for a while there, I would just tell people that I actually played professionally in Europe in a past life. And they were really, but that was just to kind of get people off my back, and I like to have fun with it. So
nice.
All right, so maybe that could be a backup career after we make it big on the Feud, right?
That's right.
So Adam, you know, your perspective on the team. Why do you think this family is going to be the team to be on the Feud and to take it home for us?
Well, I've loved this family. This is a great family to be a part of. I feel truly blessed to have such wonderful siblings and wonderful parents. And we always have a good time together. Whatever we do, we go on a family vacation. We don't split up. We hang out together. We ride bikes together. We go to the arcade. We're in California at the beach. We went to the arcade. We just have a good time. And I think America wants to see families having a good time together.
That's
Right.
Nice nuclear families. And we're competitive. We're very competitive.
That's right.
Yeah, we're very loud.
Very loud. And I think we'd be great contestants for this show.
Great, excellent. Thanks. Let's hear it for Adam. All right, thanks, Adam. All right, now on to Eric. He's been waiting for his time in the spotlight. And so, Eric, why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right, well, I'm a part-time student at the same school that he teaches at, Columbia Basin College. Involved in the one of the clubs they have there. It's a Christian ministry club, and that gives me a great opportunity to play my guitar and the bongo and other musical instruments that I really enjoy playing. Right now I'm just taking general classes to get my AA, but yeah, maybe eventually graduate in something like criminal justice.
Oh, excellent. Okay, good choice. All right. So you're probably into a lot of hobbies and fun things to do around campus or around school. Well, tell me some of the things that you're into on your spare time.
Well, probably what I'm most into is parkour. It's kind of a little bit dangerous, and the science behind it is really, really awesome.
Parkour!
So talk about what is parkour in case everybody's not on the up with parkour.
I think the technical definition for parkour is like the quickest way to get from A to B, but everybody kind of interprets it as the people who do flips and spins and all those different things.
Kind of that urban ninja looking thing.
Yeah, jumping off of really tall buildings and stuff.
And so can you, you're kind of not as tall as Adam here, but so can you pull off some of those flips and some of those things?
Yeah, I can do a couple different kinds of flips, front flips, back flips, and my favorite move is the side flip.
All right, tell me the most dangerous move that you've ever done, either from a height or from a distance or from the number of squirrels.
Probably the most dangerous move I ever tried is I did a front flip off of an 8-foot wall.
Nice.
And that's kind of like if you don't have your air awareness just right, because you can't exactly spot your landing coming out of a front flip, and you can't execute the roll right when you land, it's not gonna be good.
So did you land the 8-foot jump then?
Yeah, I landed.
All right, good. Let's hear it for Eric. Yes, thanks. And to be the champion, to be the mom of this family, that's just such an incredible feat all by itself. But why don't you go ahead and tell us your name and tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Julie, and he's only half my kids. I'm a mom of 6 kids, and so 3 are younger. And I've been homeschooling for 16 years. Had the pleasure of getting to teach them and see them go on to graduate. And I have a 9-year-old at home that I'm teaching her multiplication tables, and I have to say I'm glad this is the last kid that I have to teach that. So, but I just really like having people over to our house, and which is good because the kids like to have people over.
All right, trick question. You didn't see it coming. 8 times 7?
56.
All right. So Julie, you're a mom. You're a teacher. You're doing all these things. You need a break. Tell me, where do you like to go when you go on vacation?
We've lived in Washington for 22 years now.
Wow.
It's a great state, and we live in a great town, but I grew up in Southern California, and so I miss the beach. I miss the warm beach.
Yes.
And so when we like to go down as a family and swim in the waves and lie in the sun and bike up and down the paths.
Yeah.
So that's our favorite place, unless of course we can go to Atlanta.